It's your boy Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable news for you guys, because in this video, we're definitely going to talk about some positive news, and of course the Usman Dembele scenario. Everything will be discussed in this video, so watch the video till the end. I am not going to take away more seconds. Let's jump into the first news here. The first news is about Eberici Eze. We all know, if you don't know, Eberici Eze was an ex-Arsenal player. He was released by Arsenal when he was 13, I guess. So this is what he said recently. He says, "I cried when I was released by Arsenal. It started at Arsenal. I was 13 when I was released. That was the worst one. I remember crying in my room for a solid week. My mom telling me that it's going to be okay, but not being able to get over it." So Eberici is a really, I think he's a gooner by heart, but let's say if he's talented, I'm sure he's very much talented, and Arsenal wanted to sign him. At the end of the day, it's Crystal Palace who got him. But moving on, well, Liverpool's Mohamed Salah and Arsenal's Mohamed Elneny will fly back to the UK on a private jet from Egypt on Friday after returning further positive tests for the virus, according to the Egyptian FA. So Elneny is definitely going to be back to London, but let us see, they'll be back in UK. They won't be staying in Egypt, so that's a very good news. They're back in UK. But the big problem is that the results are still positive, so they cannot be playing. They won't be playing, and Salah can miss up to 3 games. So wow, that's a big shocker, isn't it? But moving on, let's talk about Diogo Jota. Did you know Arsenal attempted to sign Diogo Jota in 2016, but he opted to join Atletico Madrid instead, according to the Athletic. Well, I don't know if you guys would understand this or not, but I personally liked the profile of Diogo Jota being a good Wenger-esque player. I personally believe he's a Wenger-esque player if he would have been a part of Arsenal. But, well, since Wenger is gone, no more Diogo Jota to Arsenal. But moving on, well, Mikel Arteta should recall Matt Smith after he has actually performed superb for Swindon Town. Well, Matt Smith has caught the eye of supporters after his passing ability was showcased online. The 20-year-old midfielder is currently on loan at League One side Swindon Town as he looks to gain experience and game time. Now, Smith was named on the substitutes bench in the FA Cup last season and played 12 games, is what we know. Actually, what happened is he was actually subject of praise across social media for a stunning pre-assist he made during an FA Cup defeat to Darlington. The talented creative midfielder has now repeated the skill with another pinpoint assist for Swindon in their 3-0 loss against Accrington on Tuesday night. Arsenal fans on social media responded to the video, with one user saying that "start him immediately," and another one tagging the exiled pass master Mesut Ozil to ask what he thinks of the pass. So of course, Swindon Town midfielder Anthony Grant said, "Smith is a pleasure to play with. He got on well on and off the pitch too, and I'm there to help him and all the young boys. He plays in my position, so I can help him, but he's a very good young player who likes to pass forward, get on the ball and express himself. He is a joy to play with." Well, of course, Matt Smith is what they love in Swindon Town, apparently. But moving on, well, talking about some other aspects of the game, let's talk about the big one. Let's talk about Usman Dembele to Arsenal. Of course, people talk about it. That Usman Dembele, I already said it. Arsenal's official plan could be that, Usman Dembele could be coming on a free. Yes, Barcelona are concerned that Dembele will walk away for free. Now Barcelona are worried that he will leave on a free because his contract expires in the summer of 2022. And he is said to be hesitating about signing a new extension with Barcelona after he spent the summer being linked to Manchester United. Now he wants to go somewhere else where he's the first option. So even Spanish outlet Sport reported that Dembele was keen to remain at Nou Camp amid talks of a potential departure, but that could change. The same report states that Dembele could leave the club when his deal expires, but he's actually looking at a lot of foreign clubs about a free transfer in 14 months' time. That could put Arsenal on alert, and Arsenal were actually interested in him. So yes, Usman Dembele on a free with 14 months left in his current contract without a contract extension. Sounds juicy, doesn't it? But moving on. So that means in January, in the summer, he would be available on a very cut price deal. Wow, that's very interesting, isn't it? But moving on, well, it looks like Arsenal have a clear structure under Mikel Arteta, according to Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Well, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank actually believes this whole situation. He says he actually believes that Arsenal have improved considerably since Mikel Arteta took over as their manager. Although Arteta boasts of a 61.9% win ratio across all competitions with Arsenal, but they have struggled in the Premier League right now. We all know that. So here's what Jimmy had to say. I think it's completely right and fair that Mikel Arteta is spoken of so highly in the media. It's a fair assessment. If you compare them with Man United, there is a structure in place at Arsenal. Yes, they have lost 4 matches in the league this season, but there is a clear structure. I understand what they are trying to do at Man United. I don't understand what they are trying to do. Even though Arsenal are losing matches, they've improved since Arteta took over. Even though they have conceded a lot of goals already this season, especially at the start of the season, I understand what they are trying to do, and I can't say the same for Man United. I don't know what the players' roles are. I really like Arteta at Arsenal. I like what he's trying to do there. I like what he stands for. His problem is that he doesn't have a lot of money to spend. He's having to implement these changes with the players that are already there. Since his arrival, he has improved them significantly. If you look at Man United, have they improved since Mourinho left? Yeah. They got off to a great start but went on a fantastic run for the first few months. But now we're nearly 2 years on since Ole took over and they haven't really improved. But moving on, well, official from AFC Bell, they suggested that the official website posted, Arsenal website posted an update on Thomas Partey, indicating that he would not be able to join the team in the next Leeds match. But sources close to the player have said AFC Bell that in good faith earlier that Thomas responded excellently to treatment and that he will be with the team immediately after the international break. So it looks like he could be available for the Leeds game. And Mikel Arteta in his currently is actually said this about the Ellen Road performance, the game against Leeds United. He says, I know Marcelo really well because I have followed him over the years. I had the possibility to work with players who have been involved with him for years, and he is a manager I have always admired because what he transmits to his players and the way he manages to get his teams playing is very special. They're going to go 100 miles per hour for every ball. The way they press you, the way they challenge you, the way they go about the game for 96 minutes, they will make it a really difficult and really intense game. Well, of course. But moving on, David Luiz took to social media in the wake of his fight storm with Dani Ceballos. So Luiz has actually yet to comment on reports of a training ground buster, but had time to share an advert on his Instagram story. So, okay, whatever. But Arteta has opened up about the whole Luiz Ceballos debacle. He says, training is very competitive and issues happen a lot of times. Those things get resolved immediately within the team and there is not much to say. So it looks like David Ornstein was right all along, isn't it? But moving on, well, Markman Brian tweets out, Bukayo Saka is quite unconcerned about the amount of football he's playing as he continues to live the dream of representing England. So Arteta had something to say about Saka, whether he'll play against Leeds or not. He says, well, I have to see today when he comes back how he's looking and how he's feeling. Obviously, he's a 19-year-old kid and he's played a lot of football in the last few months and we have to protect him. I understand from Gareth Southgate's point of view as well. He had the injury of Chilwell and he probably didn't plan to give him that many minutes, but the circumstances forced him to do it. From my side, it's not ideal, but if I was in Gareth's shoes, I'd have done exactly the same. So, well, no point in blaming, is it? But moving on, Athletic.com have actually officially said this. They've actually put this on their website as well. That according to Athletic, Arsenal's hierarchy have already been in discussions about meeting Dominic Szoboszlai's £22.5 million release clause. So Stan and Josh Kroenke are making sure that in 3 parts of payment of his release clause, Dominic Szoboszlai will be coming to Arsenal as quickly as it comes. So yes, let's talk about more stuff. Let's talk about Willian, because Paul Merson said about Willian, he says, Willian was unbelievable at Chelsea last year. For me, he was probably one of the best Chelsea players. He was phenomenal, an outstanding talent. He has gone to Arsenal and he looks lost. They have got to get him performing. That's what, of course, Paul Merson wants. That's what we want as well. Yeah. And talking about Thomas's injury, Mikel Arteta said he has done very well. He's working very hard and he wants to be available. Hopefully, we can get him back soon. But it is an area where we can have to be careful and a bit protective with the player. To which AFC Bell tweeted and confirmed something. They said Mikel Arteta confirms in his press conference that Thomas Partey wanted to participate in the second half against Aston Villa despite the injury. The player is doing well in his treatment plan and wants to be available, but the club wants to be careful and protect the player from any possible aggravation. So I don't think so. Thomas Partey may play or may not play against Leeds United. Fair play if he does not. But moving on. Well, Mikel Arteta has opened up about Pep Guardiola renewing his contract with Man City for 2 more years. He says, I'm very pleased for him because, as you know, he has never been so long at a football club. So the fact that he's extending his contract means that he's extremely happy there, that he has found his place and that he feels valued there. He has the chemistry that I know with the players, the fans, and obviously with the ownership. I want the best for him, and if he's extended, it's because he is very happy and he feels that it is the best place for him to continue his career. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. January window is going to be a very exciting time of our lives because we're going to talk about Dominic Szoboszlai, and it should be happening during the start of the January window, wherein of course Dominic can join Arsenal and of course he can start the games obviously. So I'm pretty much sure Dominic Szoboszlai is definitely going to be in, and in summer we're looking at the real profile of Hossein Aouar to Arsenal. So stay tuned, Arsenal fans. This is the place to be if you're going to talk transfer news about Arsenal. So stay tuned, and I will see you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe. 15,000 subscribers, guys. Let's do it. Come on.